Now we actually have an interesting chance here this free agency to pick up some pieces that we need. Question is, do they fit perfectly? Do they not fit perfectly? That kind of remains to be seen. But the main thing is the goaltender, which we definitely have. Now we'll have to move one of our goaltenders, which is no big deal. Probably move Koskinen. Mike Smith, I kind of like him better in case, I don't know, just, well, he's also cheaper. So trading Koskinen would be the much better option here. So let's actually see if we could just shed Koskinen. Now, the Ducks want him. So, honestly, just probably trade him there. Yeah, they don't really, well, they got Stolars, but I guess they want a better backup. Give me like a 3 for him, and I'd love it. It might go through. Not quite. Okay. I'd have to retain. I don't want to retain, actually. Simply because I might want to pick up quite a bit of stuff. Now, if this was a 3 of like a year that medium elites were coming, I'd care more, but I don't. Oh, unfortunately, they don't have a 4. Okay, let's find another team. I kind of want a 3 or 4. Something. Well, Winnipeg is a bit better. Columbus is not. Maybe they're willing to give up Columbus's 3rd. This might be tough to get. So, yeah, so, alright, so, yeah, 3rd is, none of these guys have 4s, but the 4s won't really matter either. If I can get a 2nd with retention, I would, but I can't. Like, that's just not gonna happen. I should honestly just shed this guy's cap somewhere. Let me go with the Lightning, because maybe they screw up and miss the playoffs again. Oh, come on. The hell? Alright, you know what? Since I was on the topic of possible 3rds, well, the Lightning aren't going to be bad by that point. I could get 2 3rds for them. You know what? Let me actually get 2 3rds from a place where perhaps medium elites would be no, I can't get 2 3rds. No way. We'll do 24 3rd, though. Oh, they don't want Koskinen at all. Yeah, what the hell? What am I talking about? That was the Leafs anyway. What the what the hell? What was I looking at? See, there you go. 24. Yeah, those 3s are close in value. They don't want to give them up for those years. Alright, that should go through for like one of those 3s. Really? Okay, so probably not. Alright. So in that case, let's find a trash team who should be trash still. And pick up some 4s then, I guess. I don't think these guys really have any good assets. I'll get like a couple 4s from like 24 and 25 or maybe 23. 23 might be cutting it a bit close, but at least this part of that's on the block. So we'll grab a couple 4s for Koskinen. Really? What is even happening? Give me 1. I don't care. Just get this fucking guy off my roster. Fine, we get a 4. Maybe could have gotten more if I really tried to min-max, but I couldn't care less at that point, I guess. Yeah. Maybe like a 6, 7, or a 5 in there as well, but main thing is we just shed 4.5 mil off of our cap, which is great. Ugh, that'll be annoying. Let me close Discord. Yeah, anyway, we shed cap, so, and that gives us a lot of room. And we also got rid of a goalie, which we'll need to go for one of the goalies we want, which I think is going to be Tuukka Rask. This is an absolute steal of a deal. I would like to get him for 2 years. I'd have to pay a bit more, but I would like to get him for 2 years. Oh. Okay. If we do 2 years, we could probably get him for like 7 mil. That's nuts. Nashville, Detroit, neither of them are really good. And we are a better team. We should have the advantage on this unless another team swoops in. But still, we're offering him 1.25 million. I'm going to go up to 7.5 just to make sure I don't lose. This is a really good deal. Regardless. I mean, 7.5 for 2 years for Tuukka Rask. Even if he declines on that last year, I still think this is a good deal. So, yeah, I'm going to get... And we have the cash. So. Dope sick. Snag and Tuukka time. Oh, man. Dougie Fresh here as well. Now, someone pointed out he's actually pretty cheap. He is, but if I want... I don't know if I want to give him 6 years. I mean, 6 by 7 wouldn't be bad for where he is, but... does give us that OFD. Although it's not, OFD isn't super needed. There's really no other great options. I know some people are saying bring Nuge back. I'm not going to do that. I already explained. It doesn't fit. I don't like two-way forwards suck in this game, unfortunately. I will get Getzlaf, though, for a year. So because we have Yamamoto, Puliarvi. And that he fits, as in he's a good center. And chemistry-wise, that'll help. I'm also getting all new coaches here. So let's grab Getzlaf. And now still deciding if I want to grab Dougie Fresh. Now the thing about this is we still have to sign some guys. So I don't know. I mean, he would help a lot. Don't get me wrong. Here's the thing. Oh, also, who the fuck's gonna play on that first line with the... I don't necessarily want to throw Wisniewski up there yet. I mean, I could. Would that stunt him? I mean, it's hard to imagine, like, oh, you're gonna stunt this guy by playing with two of the best friggin' players in the league. But, duh. Also, we have Cahoon. Oh yeah, I could trade Cahoon for an asset as well. Yeah, who the hell do we play with that guy? Because we're gonna have Puliarvi Yamamoto on that second line, and then with Getzlaf. I was honestly thinking third line was Wisniewski. I might be Ennis Cahoon. I didn't actually sign Cahoon because I didn't have the space. But if I did that, Ennis would have to take faceoffs, which isn't great. Or either him or Cahoon could take faceoffs, which obviously isn't great. And I would like to get I would rather have a fourth line grinder line instead. Cassian might honestly be depth. Yeah, I signed some guys. I only have Jujar Kara, whatever. A lot of guys that are kind of borderline. You know what? Let me actually see if I can put together a grinder line. I would love to have a third and fourth line grinder line because the coach I'm going after has actually crashed the net on both third and fourth line. That's definitely going to be our future, but not for this year, simply because we have that power forward. So we're gonna. I would love to have just a fourth line grinder line if I can manage it. Let's actually see. Androgov could work. There's also Pileski. There's 77. Let's see if we can find someone slightly better overall. I don't know if we can, but 77s would work. If we'll definitely get like +3 chemistry minimum. So it'd be good enough on that fourth line with what we got with Kara and a couple of those guys. Okay, Nolan. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna find anything too much higher than that, unfortunately. Giovanni Smith. Oh, nah, he's tendered. Damn. Probably get signed. I think I tried that before and he just gets signed. Also signed. Damn. Some decent dudes here. I could trade for his rights. Twerinski. Top 9. He should get better. Okay, unfortunately, his awareness is kind of low, but if it does get better, maybe it gets better. I'd have to trade with Philly to get him. I'll keep that in mind, maybe. Okay, now we're down to playmakers. So yeah, there's really not that anything great. Twerinski I'd have to trade for. Also, Giovanni Smith I'd have to trade for. Giovanni Smith is better. I have to trade with the Wings to grab him. I would kind of last us for a while at least. Do I want to trade for them? Maybe. I mean, they're both left wingers, which isn't great. Might be better just to sign the guys. But I don't even think they were left wingers. I'm probably spending too much time on this, but if you could find the right players, it's even better. I wish you could frickin' sort 2 times. Like, have a sort one thing and sort another thing on top of it. That'd be so nice. Pileski. Yeah, literally all the guys we were looking at were the center. Yeah, so we're going to have an off-wing dude no matter what. probably trade for the two young guys, Twarynski. So Detroit and Philly. Honestly, yeah, I'll trade him for a couple of the depth pieces that we have that they're simply not going to use most likely. I think that's a good idea. So first things first, go to Detroit. They might not want to give this dude up because he's younger, but he shouldn't have too much value on him. Like at all. Oh, he kind of does. And he doesn't want to be given up. That'll be tougher to grab, actually. But alright, we'll try. I think I hold on to Cahoon still. I might, well, I might be able to find a better, like a 3C. But there wasn't really anything there. I could give up like someone like McLeod, though. 2176, and he's a what? Two-way guy? He could be given up. This guy was a two. Oh, I could give up this prospect. They would like that. At least this guy's signed. I'm probably not going to use this guy whatsoever. McLeod can at least hold his own in the AHL right now. Yeah, I don't think I'm using this guy whatsoever. That should 100% get us Giovanni Smith. And we could pick up some. Wow, they have a ton of picks. Let's grab some picks from years where there might be some low elites. Let's grab a 5 or something. Well, that's probably too much. Yeah, okay. I would like to get a pick from that year, though. We'll go down to a 6. See if they're fans of that. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we got Giovanni Smith. Now I'll go for Twarynski. And these are young grinders who still have some upside, but can also play in the NHL right now. That's key right there. Where's Twarynski at? He's gonna have some value like Giovanni Smith. It looks like slightly less actually. I can probably get away with trading him for. Oh, there you go. Nygaard. Yeah, F Nygaard. I don't need him. Would that work? Probably not. No. Okay. All right. Do you have any other assets? I did. Oops. I think I did draft like a trash goalie. Oh, yeah. He's actually a starter. I thought he was a fringe starter. I would give him up. I mean, it's not a ton of value. We can see how he grows, though. Skinner is really not going anywhere, is he? And we got Bob Vance Refrigeration here. I don't really think I have any other unsigned trash pieces. Although this guy, who's a power forward, don't need. Let's throw him in there. Maybe that's enough. No. They don't want to give up Twarynski. That sucks. I have no problem giving up this Nygaard guy, or Nygaard is with it. Well, it's got, I don't know. It would have to be one of those goalies, which honestly I'm okay with. This starter guy, kind of dime a dozen, to be honest. So I'll throw him in there. That should 100% make that trade go through. We could pick up something else, so I can see why they want him. They actually don't have a backup, but it's their problem to deal with. They should pick one up. Not going to be able to get. I don't think. Maybe we get a 4. Nah. A 5, probably a 5. Oh, really? Okay. Maybe they really like Twarynski here. Wow. Okay, just give me Twarynski. Alright, so we had to give up a couple pieces there, but Nygaard we weren't really going to use. And that goalie, again, that's kind of a dime a dozen goalie. Those starters, and starters, medium starters aren't really that good. As reflected kind of in their trade value. Remember when their trade value used to be that of like a top 6 player? God, that was so cheesy. You can get so much for guys that would never pan out. I mean, you can still get a decent chunk for guys that won't pan out, but hey, can only ask for so much. So there we go. We got a pair of grinders. Let's sign them immediately so I don't forget. There's a lot more off-season moves here. There they are. Giovanni Smith and Homie. Dude, watch. Okay, yeah, 2 years. Yeah, we'll do like a 2x1. He should. Oh, he actually still has to sign, whatever. Twarynski, same. Actually wants a 2-way. Maybe not. I'll try him anyway. I want to get him to matching 2-year deals if I can. Cahoon, I'll have to sign him. Well, I don't have to yet. He was kind of asking for some cash, which I wasn't a fan of. We want to make sure we could sign all the other guys. Let's actually see if we have a better... Because Cahoon's the playmaker. Let's actually see if there is... Well, there's... Oh, he's way too expensive. Yikes. That's so expensive. I was like, there might be a 3C playmaker. We could go for Athanasiou. He's not really center. Wait, wasn't Athanasiou center? Heh. Okay. I mean, he could play center. He's got 75 face-offs. We could throw him in there. He's a bit on the expensive side, though. And still got the question of, are we going for Dougie Fresh? I kind of went in a completely... I was going to talk about him, then I went in a different direction. Let's actually just see about centers. Athanasiou is an option, though. Broussard. Johnson's just way too expensive. Derek Ryan, but that's on the lower side. Yeah, that's a little too low. Although he's pretty good. I want someone, if I can, manage to get someone who can carry a bit more. Athanasiou could probably carry a bit more. He's a bit more expensive. I'll get him for like 1 year, though. Like, I won't... Yeah, he'll be a bit more expensive, but if I only get him for 1 year, it should be okay. Just to kind of buy some time. Let's offer that. Athanasiou would be much better. Now we don't need Cahoon. We can 100% trade him. And then we'll have Athanasiou in the middle, Ennis on the one wing, and then the other wing is the new guy, Wisniewski. Or I play him in the top. That's the thing. We also still need someone to fill in that top line, which hopefully would... We wanted to be a power forward, but... Okay, we might have some scouting to do. I could throw Cassian on. That'd be hilarious. Just throw Cassian there. We got... All right, so you know what? Let's use Cahoon's value to trade for some kind of a okay-ish power forward who will kind of work on that line. We're gonna go... Yeah, we haven't even freaking skipped a day here. Wait, I should do player search. So we actually... Yeah, let's do some player search here. Look for a power forward for ourselves. Maybe actually on an expiring deal too, or a couple-year deal. And hopefully get him some stat growth. That would be nice. Forward, a player role, doesn't matter. Player type, power forward, and I'll just keep the contract years open for now. We'll kind of sort through it on our own. Go by overalls here, and we got to find some lower values here. Yeah, Getzlaff's already sort of available. Kreider, too many years left as I recall. There's Tuck. Way too many years left. We already got rid of James Neal. Whoa. There's a project. Really? I mean, it's a bit expensive up front, though. Dougie Fresh might not be an option. But that's less of a priority, honestly, in my opinion. We could really get this guy some stat growth and immediately flip him. Because all we need is a spot filler. I mean, yeah, he's got 3 years left, but if we're planning just to flip the guy, this is incredible. What the hell, man? He's got 0 value. They don't want to give him up, but, I mean, you would take Cahoon, wouldn't you? You're a 0 value ass. I don't want Cahoon, but holy crap. Could I do this straight up? I even feel bad I could take another asset off him. You know what's the Caps? You won your cup. Give me a 3. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, you know, brainer. I guess, man. That's some weird value on Anthony Mantha, but I will 100% take it as a reclamation project. I just made a Shirelli move right there, but I have a 100% feeling it'll pay off. Wow. Yeah, I mean, shit. I could have probably got a second in that deal, but that I feel kind of dirty already, so we'll go with that. That's a great friggin' move for us. Damn, dude. All right. So here's the thing about Dougie Fresh. Let's actually talk about the defense now. Oh, now I've gone through all that other stuff. I did not think I'd be this busy, but damn, there's some good stuff available. Now, it would help a lot, but here's the thing. We still have Larson. Clefbaum, Larson, I mean, we have a pretty good top 4, but with... Oh, actually, yeah. Bouchard coming in now. He might jump and be ready for top 4. So if I sign, excuse me, if I actually sign Dougie Fresh, first of all, it'll push out Jones or Kulikov. Cuckoo can be depth. He can, you know, one of those guys could be depth. That's not the biggest of deals. But if I push out Bouchard, I'm not a huge fan of that. I mean, I do have Larson on a cheaper deal who could play top 6. Either way, someone's getting pushed out. Man. That's a tough call. Cash-wise, though, we're sort of running out. Although, not really. We have 17 to work with. We're signing a guy for a 7.5. Yeah, actually, we are running out. We actually can't really afford Dougie Fresh. Let me sim a few days. Yeah, we kind of almost have to do that internally. Sweet, got a new NHL head coach. I got whole new coaching staffs now. NHL associate, absolutely huge. They're all generalists. That's our goalie coach. AHL associate. Oh, fuck off. It's the AHL goalie coach. I can get whoever the hell I want for that. Okay, buddy. I don't like your team market. Screw you. Still waiting on a few. Could honestly be any one of these guys. I went for like a guy who was like ranked at D or something like that, but it really didn't matter. Oh wait, no. Who the hell did I even go for? Doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna snag this guy then. He's got A+ teaching, whatever. AHL head coach or goalie coach. We'll grab Jerome Perry here. There you are. He's like, sorry, you're not French enough for me. Not enough francophones in your organization. Okay, there you go. All right, so our NHL coaching staff is taken care of. AHL coaching staff almost taken care of. I don't even know. I've lost count. Yeah, it looks like it's almost taken care of. Dougie Fresh shouldn't disappear in this time anyway, so we'll get a better look at what the cash that we have in hand. We got Getzlaf. We got Antanasiu. We got Twarinsky, Smith. Wow. Feel the thrill, huh? For all that? Absolutely not. Let me double check, make sure he's still there. He should be. Yeah, he's still there. Got a lot more teams interested in him now. We do have 9 mil to work with, but aren't we still signing someone or no? Or we get them all? Did we get Rask? No, see, we haven't got fucking Rask yet. Yeah, no, we can't. Yeah, I can't do it. That's fine. It's, again, he was honestly the lowest on my priority list, which sounds a little crazy, but he's an OFD. We simply don't really need an OFD with our top 2 because we have McDavid, Draisaitl, who do enough on their own. This is one of the ones I won't really give a shit about having an OFD on my top 2. Top 4, sure, but top 2, nah. So yeah, that'll probably sort of do it if we get Rask. There we go. We got Tuukka time. And we simply won't, yeah, we won't have enough. That's all right. Again, he was honestly my the lowest priority for me. Which may seem a little weird, but definitely. I mean, I could, again, if I could get rid of freaking Cassian, I could have got him, but there's no way I shed that cap. You could argue, yeah, you could have played Cassian. Why play Cassian when you could play Anthony Mantha and get even better stats? I mean, Cassian's got so trash of, like, offense. I doubt he even does much on that first line. Might even weigh him down. So, that should be pretty much it. If we're looking at what our team theoretically should look like, with a bit of cap space still, you're going to have Draisaitl, McDavid, and Mantha. And second line, Puljujarvi, Yamamoto, Getzlaf. Third line, Antanasiu, Wisniewski, Ennis. And that's good enough. Then you're going to have a fourth line of Jujhar Khaira, Giovanni Smith, and the other guy, Twarinsky. Then you have a bunch of these trash guys, you know, Cassian, Turris, guys that are sort of being overpaid anyway. Lehkonen as well. We're going to use one of them as depth, maybe Cassian as depth, maybe keep a couple as depth. We'll see if they fit in. I would love to have a grinder or depth piece, but I'll keep, yeah, well, I'm going to have to keep casting anyway. There's no way we're able to shed this cap anytime soon. That'll be sort of a thorn in our side. Some of these guys could play AHL. But yeah, other than that, we good. And defensively now we'll be totally okay. If Bouchard jumps up to, you know, top 4, you know, great. But we don't necessarily need him to, although we might have, well, I kind of actually hope he does at this point now, because that would help us. Now, yeah, our defensive core doesn't look great, but it's not horrible. We've seen teams, you know, in the playoffs with defensive cores like this, and they seem to do pretty good. And we got Tuukka Rask, so hey. All right, so that'll be all the moves that we make. I'm just going to leave my scouting team because we won't see good scouts coming until next season anyway, so there's no point getting a bunch of C's now when I'm changing them. I'm just going to make sure I have everything I need coaching staff-wise. Yep, got all the coaches. We are set. So, all right, that'll be it for all that. A lot more than I thought we'd have to do, but we're going to sim up here. I'll get the lines and stuff taken care of, and I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, I think I got these lines set up the way I want. Of course, first line, who else? Draisaitl and McDavid. We're going to throw Anthony Mantha on there, but I got to point this out before we get too much further. Look at that chemistry. First and second line, Wisniewski likes them both. He actually loves these strategies just anyway. I didn't really check. Yeah, McDavid is okay for that first line. Draisaitl, yeah. I mean, if we put it together, I'm sure it might actually be... It'll be only +3, but still, that's good enough. I mean, really, McDavid can't go above 100 overall, can he? Maybe he can. Who knows? It is McDavid after all, but we get a +3 also with Mantha here, so that's great. On that second line, Puljujarvi, Getzlaf, Yamamoto. I was hoping for a +3 as well on this, but they're just a bit too low. Getzlaf loves the second line, but Puljujarvi and Yamamoto aren't huge fans of it in this strategy, but that should be okay-ish. We'll see. Again, we might actually need a center power forward in the future for these two guys, which is difficult to come across, but isn't impossible. So we'll keep an eye out for that. And yeah, I don't know. Are we even going to hang on to these two guys? Maybe, maybe not. Too bad one of them can't really take face-offs. That'd be neat. Third line, Ennis, Anthonisiu, and Wisniewski. And then the fourth line, Twarynski, Kara, and Smith. All grinders. So there we go. Defensively, Nurse, Larson, Klefbom, Bouchard, who did jump up to 82. He's ready for that top 4, so we're throwing him right in there. And then Jones and Kulikov. The defensive chemistries aren't great, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, Nurse likes balance, which is odd. So he'd be great for on the second line in this strategy, but just okay on the first and third pairings. So, but again, that is what it is. Even if I put Bouchard up there, I can make it better on the second one, but even he doesn't improve the top pairing because even though he's got max. It's simply because two-ways are not liked and Nurse doesn't have great chemistry. Even if I had a max chemistry two-way guy, I think it would still only be +1 on that top one. Let's actually see. No, again, Clip-On's not close. Anyway, that's all that. Power play. First unit, Puljujarvi, McDavid, Draisaitl, Nurse, and Yamamoto. And then second unit, Wisniewski, Getzlaf, Mantha, Anthonisiu, Bouchard. Now, I'm doing this for now. I might actually shift something. Like one thing, I could have Mantha up there somewhere. Would probably replace... Yeah, hard to say if he replaces Puljujarvi or Yamamoto. And this is kind of awkward having 3 power forwards up front on this second unit. But hey, Jam plays. Jam plays second unit. Keep it simple. And then Bouchard, Anthonisiu on the points there. We'll see how that works. I am trying to get Mantha some stat growth, so I might be switching him up there onto that top unit just to help him out production-wise, but we'll see. I didn't actually change the 4-man power play. I don't know, it's, in my opinion, not needed, not called upon enough to really make a difference, but I will do something quick like that. Keep them together. Yeah, whatever. Penalty kill, Kara, Twarynski with Nurse and Jones, McDavid and Smith. I really don't have too many penalty killers yet, or ones who could take face-offs. We'll get hopefully a lot better in that regard when we have a third line, grinder line, if we could put one together. That'll be tougher to kind of get to, but we'll work on that. And Klefbom, Larson, and a lot of these weird pairings and stuff you'll see on the 3. This is just to get even chemistries. We got Klefbom up here now because if I had Jones up there, it's like you get a minus somewhere. Then Kara and Smith as centers here because Smith actually has 70 face-offs, which ain't bad. So that's what we're doing for the 3-man. On to the extras here, the 4-on-4. Obviously, McDavid, Draisaitl going to be together the whole time. And then defensive pairings will all be the same as the even strength ones. Then we're going to have Anthonisiu, Puljujarvi, passer shooter. Getzlaf, Yamamoto. I'm not too sure how much Getzlaf shoots in this. But I guess we'll find out. Probably not a huge amount, but whatever. Those are actually real stats, though, so how do you know? Well, no, they're not. What am I talking about? It's because I looked up the year. I'm like, yeah, that year's already been done. Not in this game, it hasn't. And there you go. 3-on-3, same forward pairings. And then Nurse Bouchard and Clefbaum. Now, yeah, I don't have Wisniewski in here, but here's the thing. Puljujarvi and Yamamoto are still growing, so I kind of want to prioritize the better, younger guys in those places. Wisniewski should still be fine, man. He's a franchise guy. He'll grow throughout the course of the year. Might even put him up there, but I'm not going to. So he probably won't be winning a Calder or anything crazy like that. But, again, I'm more worried about winning cups here. So... extra attackers, McDavid, Puljujarvi. Shootout is as follows. And, of course, goaltenders, Tuukka Rask and Mike Smith. What a duo that is. And the reason I wanted to keep around Mike Smith is in case, for some reason, Tuukka Rask struggles in the playoffs, Mike Smith would be a guy to go to. Like, absolutely. So, there you go. And our depth pieces are Kukuk and Cassian. There we are. I actually don't really have anyone good here yet anyway, so I'm just going to best lines this bullcrap. Make sure that, yeah, I only have one guy. Yep, that's fine. Skinner actually jumped up to 80. Wow. Well, there's our backup. Sweet. Okay. So, that is it. And we're good to go. I'm a fan of these lines, so go ahead and make your predictions now, guys, for the leaders in points as well as the best goalie in the league. And we'll see what happens here. I'm really happy about our coaching staffs, too. I'll give you guys a quick overview of that since I only showed you, but they're pretty much what you expect. All generalists. Oh, well, not what you expect all the time. I went with generalists this time because that's what was available, and they all had pretty good teaching. A+ across the board for all of them, which is huge. Then we got DeBoer as a goaltender coach. Decent enough teaching on our generalist coaches here. For the AHL, I'll probably make those better. But it is what it is. So there we go. And you know what? Actually, let's check if those contracts got any better. Because I obviously still want to try to keep around Nurse and Puljujarvi. God damn it, Nurse. What are you doing? Puljujarvi, do you want any... okay, yeah. I'm going to sign this 100%. Yep. No brainer. Snag Puljujarvi to that deal. Nurse we're still going to have to work with. But let's get... Yeah, this is under $6 million for 8 years. This is ridiculously good for a second liner. So right there, 5.65 for 8 years for Puljujarvi. Absolutely. Sign that immediately. Holding off on Nurse still. Is that the only one, really? Caleb Jones. What do you want? Are you... Well, that's not bad for Caleb Jones. Let's see. Let's see what the price discrepancy is versus that year. This is at 155. As opposed to 150. So really it's, yeah, unfortunately is like a $50K difference for 1 year, but that's not a huge difference. So it'll be right there for 3 years. Let me see if I did this, if it's similar to, if I can get it within the same bracket. No, it's going up 50K each time. I was hoping to maybe like find a location where it could only go up like only 25K, but that's not going to work. It's nickel and diamond at that point anyway. But this is a good deal. 3-year extension at that price for what he brings to the table. I like it. What does he bring to the table anyway? Yeah. Yep. Solid dude. All right, and the Tuukka Rask, yeah, dropped down to a starter. Okay, so this last year may be a bit difficult, but should be all right. Mike Smith still has a starter too. That's hilarious. So hopefully Tuukka Rask doesn't decline too hard. But again, if he does, the 7.5 for 1 more year is not really that big of a deal. Plus, he's a good, experienced goaltender, which I think we need here. Man, I don't even know if we're going to be able to... Well, if we get Mantha to get some stat growth, we could trade up for a pick, but we didn't pick up any extra first for this year, did we? No, we just have our own picks, actually missing our own 4, have an extra 7. But yeah, probably... I mean, if we struggle this year, I will laugh. But I doubt we do. Again, you have McDavid and Draisaitl. But maybe we have a good enough team where they'll take a back seat here with some of the production. We will see. They should. Come on now, game. Carry Mantha, baby. That's the goal here. So let's get going. Let's get Simmon. And I might just let Auto Scout do its thing. Did I not turn this off? Apparently, I didn't turn off morale conversations. Shit. NHL, dude, shut your fucking mouth. What the hell? Okay, I really thought I completely. I guess I didn't turn. Well, we didn't have any of these conversations last time, so I guess I assumed I had them off. Okay, cool. We got some morale gain for our coach. Stop the tape. The skin needs to be locked away. Hurry, hurry. No. Okay, good. Just contracts. Before any more goddamn conversations pop up. Apparently, I forgot to do that in my settings. Yeah, morale conversations are absolute. They serve no purpose. They really serve no purpose except for being an annoyance and boosting like staff morale and some random player morale. But if you play your players correctly, who the hell cares? Where even is it? Don't tell me I can't turn it off. No, I can 100% turn it off at this point. I've done it in the middle of. F out of here. There you go. Morale meeting's off. God, those are the most annoying thing in this game. These are like what positive purpose do they serve? They don't. They simply don't. It's EA like just look what we added. It's a thing that we added that kind of makes a difference, but doesn't really because who the hell knows what this morale system is? It affects trade value. We know that. It makes people piss and moan. Absolutely not. Get out, Boston. Fuck, we need a goalie. Yeah, maybe you should have not taken Tuukka Rask for granted, you absolute idiots. Stupid Boston. Too bad I didn't get two of their firsts. This would have been a great year to have another one of their firsts, but couldn't afford it. Oh, and I know, yeah, well, I already explained why I wasn't getting Nuge back. I know a couple people are calling for it, and it's just, nah. It's... I could probably grab him and trade him for something, but I don't like doing that too. So, all right, preseason's underway. 3-1-1 in the preseason. See what happens when that regular season starts. Not too concerned over this. Concerned about that loss to the Sharks, man. Who loses to the Sharks? Come on. What is this, the mid-2010s? All right, nice win to start off. Couple wins to start off. Good scoring. A little nervous about that defense, though. Ugh, 2-2. Okay, well, Tuukka Rask, come on now. Oh, great. Now we have Larson injured, too. That'll make our defense even better. So Slater Koot gets to slot in, get some playing time. You know, just leave it. Win? There we go. Big win. Yeah, I'm just going to let Auto Scout do its thing. I don't have scouts in the places I usually have them, so I'm not going to frickin' bother. So I apologize to you guys. I just, you know, I did it the first time, and I wasn't going to do it a second time when I reset the save, just to get a bunch of C's in there. I'll wait till next year when I can get tons of A's and A-minuses, and then we'll really start getting our scouting team together. But I'm not going to bother right now since I didn't do it in the first year. You can have them for 2 years. It's the same every franchise mode. When you start out, you can get a bunch of C's in places that you want, and then that's as good as you can get. And then at the beginning of the third year is when all the good expiring scouts will hit the market, and then you can start signing them. So, but if you've played this enough, I mean, I don't even play this off camera, so and I know this, but that's been a thing for a while. When are you gonna make an updated scouting tutorial, Cyn? I don't know. Again, I really hate touching franchise mode. As much as that sucks to say, and probably for you guys to hear, it's just, I don't know, man. This is definitely one of the worst EA games in a while, which is saying a lot. NHL games especially. This is just bad. Just optimized poorly. Franchise mode, they try to add stuff, but here's the thing. They add stuff, but they don't fix any of the crap that happens. It's like you control C, control V, and then you don't fix anything. You just add a couple things. All right, well, I probably bitched enough for a lifetime about EA, but it really can't be understated anymore. Probably why they're just phasing out the Game Changer program. Or at least the lower tier that I was a part of, man. Nothing even happens for us anymore. Probably because we all piss and moan about the game and not hype it up enough. Anyway, 16-6-3 here. There we go. Okay, they're still crushing it. McDavid in the lead. VGK above us. McDavid had 98 overall. Did I see that correctly? I'm pretty sure I did. All right, Edmonton, 3-5-6 goals for, 2-9-2 goals against. That's not bad. Could be better, but how good are we going to be defensively? I'm hoping Tuukka Rask would take care of business, but I like the power play. Power play 25%. Oh my God. Okay, penalty kill. I will absolutely take that. Holy crap. That is an insane penalty kill. We've only allowed 4 power play goals in 25 games played. That's actually stupid. And that shouldn't be a thing. What the heck? Yeah, McDavid's a 98 overall. Let's go, baby. He's got to get to 99. Got to get him the... Oh, Draisaitl, hurry up. Does that mean Mantha's kind of... Why? Why aren't you scoring more? You're on that line. You know what? Puljujarvi, Yamamoto looking good. Getzlaf looking pretty good. Darnell Nurse. How are they minuses on that top line? Seriously? Get good. Care with 13 points? Really? Wozniewski's got 15 points. I mean, hey, I'll take it. Younger guy. He might actually win a Calder if he keeps performing at that level. He's got similar points to Mantha. Kinda do need Mantha to step it up. Do I want to put him on that top power play unit? Again, who moves out? Puljujarvi's not doing so hot. You can move out Puljujarvi and put Mantha in there. That is something you could do. And Mantha, yeah. I do want to get him stat growth. Like that's a huge priority for this year, is to be able to get him major stat growth and trade his ass. So I'm gonna put him on that top power play unit. He's not at a high enough pace. That needs to get better. Plain and simple. So I'm gonna shift him in Puljujarvi. I'm gonna shift him in Draisaitl too, because Mantha was seeming like the better goal scorer on the power play. Yeah, and who knows? Maybe Draisaitl will score better from over here. Who knows? So we'll do that kind of switch. They're both righties. But Wozniewski, nah. He is a power forward. Could have him on the point, but that doesn't make sense. That'll be 2 righties anyway. Yeah, we'll let Puljujarvi play the 1T side. All right, we'll make that little change here. I wasn't quite done looking at everything, but I wanted to make that move before I actually forgot. I don't know how our first line are minuses. That's kind of funny. Defensively, Nurse doing pretty good. Bouchard, Clefbaum are minuses. Maybe they're playing with that top line a lot. But yeah, some minuses across the board here. Okay. Could be better for Rask, but it's not bad. Honestly, 908 save percentage isn't horrible. Mike Smith isn't playing a whole hell of a lot, but he's got decent enough numbers in those couple games played. But Tuukka Rask, man, he's doing good enough. He's got a good amount of wins, so we'll take it. We will take it. Let's continue on here. And what is going on? Oh, that took a while. Let's get up here. I'll check out some progress reports. Although we don't have too many younger guys yet. But doesn't hurt to look. We'll see if Wozniewski's growing. It does look like he is. Oof, Yamamoto out. Mild concussion, though. So we'll rush him back, as is the NHL way. All right, Cassie, you get some playing time. Congrats. Oh, goodness. He was... Ah, come on. He's freaking everywhere. Come on, Yamamoto. Don't get hurt again. That Cassian, baby. Get in there. Oh, my goodness. That's what I get for giving our younger guys playing time. They get hurt. Now I got to put Zach Cassian in 10 different places. And this is one of the things I'm talking about. Like, why doesn't replace player work? Like, seriously, it's been that way for literal years. At this point, I'm convinced it's by design. Or they simply have, they can't figure out a way to code it. But the slot says defenseman. How about making new slots for the different... Why not just, just change up your slots a little bit? Create hybrid slots for fucking... Who out there plays 2 defensemen 3-on-3? I just want to know that. What team out there plays 2 defensemen 3-on-3? Unless you're the Sharks, we probably did. We probably had Burns and Carlson out there at one point. But that's just such a... one of those guys is a forward anyway. Take your pick. Kyle Yamamoto's healed. And this works. You throw him back in there. Aha! All right, anyway. I'm sure me complaining is great entertainment. 27-3. We started out this month good. We tough loss to the Vegas Golden Boys, but then we answered back with a dub against Pittsburgh. Yeah, goals against, it might be a bit of an issue this year, surprisingly, but or at least consistency-wise. Benson fully healed. He wasn't even out. Don't lie to me. 24-7-3. What a year. Crushing it. Yep. Get after Toronto. This is going okay. I talk crap on our defense. Look at that. 1 goal against. Shutout. 1 goal against. 1 goal against. Absolutely huge. But now we hyped him up. Wait. We're breaking the cycle. No caster curse. Holy shit. Okay. There's the defense, baby. Along with the goal scoring. Look at that month. We only lost 1 game in this month. It was in regulation. Everything else was a big fat dub. And goodness gracious, at the tail end. I mean, you can even start from here. 2 goals against, 1 goal against, shutout, 1 goal against, 1 goal against, 2 goal against, 1 goal against, shutout. Unbelievable job. Complete team effort at the end of December from the Edmonton Oilers, who are now 29-7-3. Wow, having McDavid on your team is easy. Why do you suck so much, organization Edmonton? God. Some of these Canadian teams and just horribly mismanaging their team. It seems like Montreal kind of figured it out finally. But... where's these guys, man? What's going on? Although, to be fair, Toronto did everything that they were asked of, and they still lost in the first round. You're just cursed. Wisniewski's growing. There we go. You like to see it. Oh, yeah, get that offensive awareness up there. Look at that shot. Holy. Defense is good. Pretty decent skater for being a thick boy power forward. Let's go. Zachary with an E. Not a fan of that, but I'm a fan of you, Wisniewski. All right, Randy. Good one, Randy. We got Randy Stepan here growing. Not a whole hell of a lot, but he was like a 7th round selection. We'll take it. We'll take any growth. Vishnevsky's growing a little bit. I think this guy was like a 6th rounder. Yeah, we got a 6th and 7th dudes. Do we even have any, like, yeah, those are our 2 best prospects. We got some top 6s growing. Good stuff. Yeah, but just not a whole lot yet. Not a ton. And that's okay. We'll pick up more, hopefully, as things go on. It'll take a better scouting crew, but mainly we're worried about getting a good team to support McDavid and Draisaitl, but before Sid Sixero has to make another tweet about how much longer he doesn't know McDavid will take this. So, yeah. We're killing it. Let's go up to the deadline. Let's go all the way up. Let's go, baby. Can we get 50 wins before the deadline? Probably not. Probably not, but I'm going to hype it up. Okay, Philip Kemp, minor concussion. Good thing it's a defenseman because that's our only depth piece here. Berglund, get in there. Broberg's a 79, by the way, so he'll be ready for that NHL. Oof. Couple tough losses here to start. Oh, come on now. We were doing so good. We are absolutely crushing it. Why do you want to struggle now? It's because I said I want 50 wins before the deadline. They're not going to give it to me. I can't remember the last time I actually had 50 wins before the deadline. It's been a while. All right, that's right. We drove past... No, we didn't drive past Dallas. We almost did, but we decided to play the game and won in OT. Broberg now with a concussion. Not what you want to see in a young, budding career. That's all right. We got a depth piece to throw in there. All right, let's go, baby. I don't like the losses we've sustained in this month so far. We got to answer back with dubs. That's a nice shutout. All right, no more injuries, too. This is you're really cramping my style here, game. Trying to just fly. Look how many, dude, like, I was trying to click trigger that whole time, too. Sweet, sweet menu lag. Probably part of the way I'm still rocking the Xbox One. But there's still too many scalpers out there. How do you lose that game? You scored 6. Holy crap, can we stop with the injuries? Now Bouchard is injured. He's got to go. Apparently, we don't have enough toughness because our guys are getting concussed left, right, and center. That's what happens, I guess, when you don't play Cassian. I almost put him in there in the defense. Slater Cook in there. All right, Detroit, you better not lose to Detroit. Thank you. That was a bit close. Jesus Christ. What are you doing? Oh no! Do we still have our defenseman out? Are we actually no? Okay, we can throw a defenseman on the 4th line. It won't matter, right? Let's go back in time to where all the enforcers for some reason played defense, and then they'd all be changed to wingers when they hit the NHL. Let's go, baby! Come on, tough loss. We get a point out of it. Fucking beat Vegas one of these times, assholes! God damn it! We're tied with them. That was a huge... Oh, my goodness. All right. Rough going into the All-Star break here. And a lot of injuries happening everywhere. Especially to our AHL team. Oh, good. Yeah, can I? Thank you. Throw him in there. All right. 33-13-4 here at the break. We got to have a good end of the month. Evan Bouchard's back. Sick. Maybe that was part of the reason we're struggling. We need Bouchard, babe. Oh my God, Wozniewski's already up to a friggin' 87. He's crushing it. Why move him? He's got 25 goals, 39 points. He is listed as first liner. Oh, fuck me. How are you so bad, Anthony Mantha? Dude, this was a horrible fucking idea, apparently. Holy crap, he is awful. He's got first line time, top line power play, and he's the F out of here. No, I'm not trying anymore with you, Mantha. No wonder you had no value. God, I feel I should have got a second. I absolutely should have ripped him off. I thought there's no chance in hell he'd be that bad, and he's gonna be good when he plays on this squad. Apparently not. Holy crap, Anthony Mantha. Onto the 3rd line you go. Maybe you'll succeed down there. Wozniewski onto the top line. And we gotta have a bona fide goal scorer here now. That's probably, dude, this line's gonna crush it now. This line could absolutely crush it. Zachary Wozniewski, top line, baby. Anthony Mantha, what the hell are we gonna do with you? Yeesh. I'm gonna still keep him on the power play at least, though. All right, continuing to sim on past the All-Star break, where we probably had at least a few guys there. Good couple wins here. All right, let's at least hit 40 wins before the deadline, baby. Give that to me. I know you can give that to me. Let's go, Edmonton. There we go. Nice little victory. Tough loss against Anaheim. How you going to lose to the Ducks, man? You're going to lose to the friggin' Leafs as well. Don't struggle to get me the 40 wins here. There you go. Big win. Capitals are struggling. Take those points, baby. Battle for Alberta. More like the... Okay, well, they beat us. I was going to say more like the Raffle Stomp, but apparently not. Come on, we need 1 out of these 2 wins. Don't you dare lose to these middling teams. There you are. And there you go. 41-16-4 here at the deadline. That's what I like to see. We're still battling with Vegas for the lead on the Pacific Division. In fact, we're deadlocked with them, but we're both at the top of the league. The Leafs are at the top of their division, but significantly less points than anyone else. McDavid is crushing it still. And now we have a goal scorer to help him out in that power forward. So here we are. 3-8-7 goals for, 2-8-2 goals against. We have a 1 differential. I'm a fan. Ooh, power play jumped up 28.5. Penalty kill came back down to earth, but it's still in the high 80s. This is a sick penalty kill. And we've allowed a shorty. How dare you? We've scored 8 shorties. Dude, I am a fan. I don't even know. It's lightning in a bottle. You know we're not going to be able to freaking duplicate this at any point. It's all completely random. Goals for. Vegas has the best offense. Lol. We got the second best. Best defense, though. We might actually have the best defense. Oh, never mind. Friggin' St. Louis. They must have got rid of Bennington. Mr. Mediocre. Yeah, we're top 5. We got the 4th best defense. Blues, Flyers, Dallas. Yeah, all better defenses. That kind of makes sense. Power play. We have us in Vegas though. We have our 2nd place in power play. Penalty kill, we should have, yeah, we got the top penalty kill by 3%. My goodness. And what a home record we got. Got to be better on the road, but so does everyone. 7-3-0 in the last 10. We're looking exceptionally strong here. Question being at this point, do we make a trade at the deadline? Do we try to load up? Can we pick up a defenseman? And for what? I'm already looking at that Mantha value. I'm not a fan of that contract. Okay, he's got better value at least. we did get him out of the complete hole that he was in. Maybe he's actually doing better on that third line now. Yeah, kinda. Not great, but it's slightly better. He's what, got 44 points now? Yeah, so he's not going to get stat growth, but he's out of his hole, and he's probably going to lose any stat minuses he may have had, or maybe more. I don't know what was going on with him, but we got him for an absolute. Nonetheless, we still got him for an absolute steal. So, yeah. Completely okay with this. Yeah. Yeah, if we were going to shore up anyway, it'd probably be defense, even though we're really, really good on the defensive end of things right now. Yeah, Rask is starting to decline. It's concerning, but not an emergency. We'll see where he's at next season. Hopefully he can maintain around 85. If he's 85 overall, 7.5 mil, I'm not too concerned about it. Oh yeah, speaking of which, we haven't been checking on freaking Darnell Nurse and his absolute crazy asking price. That's actually a big deal here. I should have actually been checking on that, but I was too excited with how the team was doing. But we got time here. We got time here. That might be as good as it gets. That really might be as good as it gets. He wants some money. It makes sense. He's a friggin' 90 overall. It's 8 something mil. 8.45 mil. Honestly, I think we should do it. Or if we go less, does he... doesn't really increase in price if we go less. But I might do less here simply because he's already 27. But, I mean, how much worse would it be? I'll give him this. 8.45. In his prime, it's... yeah, again, it's a lot, but... it's honestly not too bad. I'm not gonna get a better price in RFA, I know that. So he's gonna get his money. That's alright. He'll be extended. It'll take him up till he's like 35, 36. That'll be fine. We can reassess from there if we want him. But I like Darnell Nurse. Obviously, I mean, how could you not? He produces points. He's got a good plus minus. I mean, he's a solid guy, and he's your alternate captain. So, locking him in. On to see you. We're not ready for that third line, grinder line quite yet, I don't think. With Mantha being where he is, can we trade him? That's another question mark. Do we want to hold on to Anthony? I mean, that price tag's really good. It's gonna... I would love to get a... here's the thing. There's no good grinders in this game. There simply isn't. At least not a lot of good ones you could fill third line. So until you can really get those replacements, you're kind of SOL. Oh yeah, look at this. There's Dustin Brown, Tom Wilson, but those guys, well, you know, there's Tom Wilson. Ferland's available. Like, there's a part of a third line. There's another part of a third line. You got Shaw. These are guys that you could use on a third line. Yeah, like I see 3 guys there that you can build a third line grinder line out of. Dustin Brown is done, but Wilson, probably too expensive right now. Unless you can get retention, that'll be pretty impossible. Ferland is good. Shaw, you know, these guys are okay. You could build a third line grinder line out of them. Question is, do we want to do that? Maybe. Anthony is really the only one who I'd keep around on the third line scoring line. We kind of... here's the thing. We also need a new... we're going to need a new center power forward. Mantha's not really that. He only got 68 face-offs. Wozniewski could be that, but we kind of already saw Mantha can't really play on that top line. Getzlaf is declining, so yeah, he's going to be out the door pretty soon. He'll hold on. He'll be okay for this playoff run, but yeah. Not long left for this world. Twarinsky and Smith, I don't know. I hope that's not just morale. Might be just morale. Oh, it's 100% just morale. I was kind of hoping they'd jump up. They might still get off-season boosts, but yeah. A center power forward. You know, I kind of think that should be what we go for. A center power forward. Because I like Puljujarvi and Yamamoto. Unfortunately, Puljujarvi is not really scoring this season. Maybe he's not a big shot taker. He scored 20. Yeah, maybe he's not a big shot taker. Yeah, that's another issue. Power forward, center power forward, those are hard to come by. Maybe we will have to like revamp that, but I guess it could also depend on if we can draft any NHL ready guys who are really good. We could sort of adjust some things. Might have to trade Pugliarvi or Yamamoto to make it perfectly work, but not quite. This is all future moves anyway. I'm just kind of musing right now about some future moves. So let's check out some power forwards too. Can I actually do center? No. We'll look at some power forwards, look for some centers. But yeah, here's the thing. All wingers, man, they're very... You got Cousins. I would love to find someone who scores goals, though. Cousins doesn't really do that. You got Pierre-Luc Dubois. 84-23 is pretty shit. Yeah, center power forward's hard to come by. Very, very hard to come by. So that kind of makes it a bit difficult for what you're going to do on that second line. Winger power forward's much easier to come by. In fact, we got one. We'll check out draft class. Maybe there's something good. I doubt there'll be a center power forward. Well, there's center... Two-way could turn into a power forward. Nah, probably not. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. There's some centers here. But yeah, obviously there's like, you know, right. There's this Perot guy, center sniper. Which I wouldn't be opposed to. Ooh. Again, the ETA. 2-year ETA sucks. Because you're still going to need some kind of a spot filler. But he is a power forward. He might be elite. And that's a much, much better place to get him from. This guy's already being scouted. I doubt we get up there anyway. But that guy, man, I'm actually pretty friggin' stoked about that geeky guy. If he actually is a center power forward. Again, the 2-year ETA sucks, but if he grows quick enough, you could replace him. I wish we had more years for Getzlaf to sort of be the guy. But we don't. That's just how it goes. We can. That's the thing. Who the hell would spot fill? You don't really have another spot filling center power forward unless we can find a winger power forward with decent enough face-offs to maybe change into a center. But that might be difficult. These are all future considerations anyway. Not a trade we make here at the deadline. If we were going to make a trade, honestly, I think we'd pick up some form of a defenseman as a rental. But we already have a really good defense. At least on you know, with how we're performing. And it would take moving Larson down to that top six, which is fine. He literally plays anywhere. Could move him down. We'd have to sit Kulikov or Jones. Probably sit Kulikov. But him and Jones are killing. Like, I actually don't even want to break anything up. Like, yeah, it could look better on paper, but what we got right now is working. Do I even want to change that? I might be trading for the sake of making trades. So, need your guys' help on that. Do we make a move or do we kind of stand pat? Because we're doing a pretty damn good job. We might still lose in the playoffs, which is, you know, deal with it. But, yeah. Let me know what you guys think. Hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one.